Yo, my name is MooseCraft. I'm gonna show you how I made $60 million when I was 12 years old, bro. You know, it's very simple. You just gotta have extremely rich parents. Oh, my name is Kyle. Yes, huh.
My dad was a successful businessman.
Alright, so he comes from a family that's pretty rich. I get you.
They were both hardworking people and taught me since I was a child the value of money.
That's pretty lit. Okay, I respect that. I respect that. You know, if you come from a rich family and your parents are actually teaching you about the value of money and you're not just spending it on dumb things, I completely understand.
We didn't live lavishly. It was important to them
I see
that I
you.
understood
Alright, that makes sense. I like that. I like that.
Earned, and that showing off our money wasn't right.
In my opinion, it's a pretty good way to parent your kid, especially when you guys are extremely filthy rich. This is exactly how I would do it, bro.
If I wanted new toys, new clothes, or anything else, I had to actually work for it. Parents weren't irrational or cruel.
Like it.
They had money, so of course, they bought me nice things and paid for the best possible education.
Okay. All right.
But they
expected
expected me.
My boy's 12 years old and making those dropshipper stores on his laptop that his parents got him in his bedroom. Oh, okay.
Nothing in life comes free. So
big facts, bro. You gotta work for everything.
Boy, and put away my clothes after they were cleaned. I had to make sure to put my toys
organized.
away after I was done playing with them. Basically, they taught me responsibility and since I was a kid. I was also expected to keep my word when I promised something and study hard. I would have consequences if I got a bad grade at school or if I misbehaved.
Oh man,
they never quite treated me like a child.
If I got bad grades in school, Julian, come here! I'm gonna kill you! Sorry guys, I come from a Russian and Georgian family household, okay? We're pretty strict. Alright, listen up here, Timmy. Listen up. You wanna make this, Timmy? All you gotta simply do, Timmy, is eat the breakfast and make YouTube videos.
If I didn't get good grades, they treated me as if I was an employee who wasn't doing their job. They lowered my allowance. They didn't buy me new clothes or new toys I requested.
If you get bad grades and your parents are like buying you Xbox, PS4, all those kind of things, like it makes sense. You know what I mean? Obviously they have to punish you or something. Like it's just parenting 101.
Really loving. They supported me completely and helped me mature.
My boy's just climbing up these ladders, bro.
When I was 10, my dad told me that I would begin working at his company.
At 10 years old, he's working at his company. That's pretty crazy, bro. Give me your opinions down in the comment section on what do you think about this parenting. Do you think it's fun? Do you think it's the right way to do it? I got my own opinions, but I want to hear your opinions, Moose Army. I definitely think there's got to be a balance, and I do like how their parents are actually, like, you know, giving them certain things.
It was really fascinating, and there were so many interesting people to talk to. I would run a few errands and shadow different workers every day. Some people might think it was too much responsibility for a kid, but to me, it was amazing.
As long as a kid actually enjoys doing this, then it makes sense.
And I learned so much. I felt like I was being taught even more than schools could ever offer.
But I can definitely see how it gets very, very overwhelming.
That didn't mean I didn't study hard as well. My parents would never allow me to slack on my studies.
Never slack in school. Trust me, take my advice.
I was already handling new tasks.
I didn't go to college, but still, don't slack at school.
All the employees knew me, and they were happy to see me.
That's actually pretty crazy. Just imagine like walking in. Yeah, yo, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, no big deal. I'm only 10 years old. Yo, I'm closing down deals left and right. Jackie, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Timmy, how you doing, bro? You're gonna be the youngest billionaire. Like, what would you do if you saw a 10-year-old kid working at a business place, you know? A lot of people have the kind of trouble trying to figure out what they want to be when they grow up, and it's pretty tough. For me, it was my hobby. I always loved like playing video games. I love entertaining people. I loved hanging out with people and having a good time. So I'm like, you know what? Let's make a YouTube channel. And best of all, I always loved helping people out. So that's the best part about it.
So I began telling him all about Dubai and why I wanted to visit. I talked about the beaches, the cities, the culture. I know this might sound odd for a young kid.
This 12-year-old kid over here is talking about Dubai. Oh, wow, okay.
I was never treated like a child. So by 12, I was really mature.
It's actually pretty crazy being 12 years old. Imagine how successful you'll be at a young age. Imagine being a celebrity's kid. Like, for example, you got Jay-Z's kid, you got Kylie Jenner and stuff like that. Think about that. Imagine what they're going to go through and how successful they're going to be when they get to a certain age.
And worked hard at his company.
My boy got
He'd buy me the plane tickets and match whatever I managed to save up.
What?
I was so excited. My dad was showing me, as usual, that good things come to those who worked hard and made an effort.
Lit. That's
so I agreed and applied myself even more than I had until then. I studied really hard and got only A's. So by the time he's 12 years old, he's already doing his taxes, I also worked more hours weekly at Dad's company.
I was born to lead.
My father was so proud of me when the holiday season arrived that he didn't only match my savings, but doubled them.
He doubled
He told me
his
I should
savings?
use them to have the best vacations
ever.
Okay.
Vacations at 12
every
years
last
old?
penny.
Alright,
Of
it
course,
sounds a little bit
all the hard
unrealistic,
work
bro.
made the
What are you gonna do at 12 years old? Y'all, I'm just gonna go vacation in the arcade. I see you, Dad. Let me just get my beach chair real quick. Here we go. Hey, what's going on, Margaret? Yeah. You know, let me just play some Tetris in the arcade. How about some Pac-Man? Hold on a second. I'm 12 years old and I got a business meeting. 1 second. Charlie, how you doing? Yeah.
My mom and dad came with me, of course, since I was underage, but they gave me a lot of freedom to do things on my own. One day, I decided...
Alright, so I don't get it. This entire story started off with like them living in like a regular house, something too lavish and all, and the next thing you know, my dude's getting upgraded with double the savings. He's flying private. Like, it don't make any sense. Walk around with a full-out suit.
That I had heard great things about.
12 years old and he's going to Dubai? That's insane. I haven't been to Dubai yet. It's definitely on my bucket list. The squad is planning a trip to go to Dubai. That is going to be insane. Imagine me, Nathan, and Shark in Dubai.
Eventually, I decided I wanted to
How
go
is he
take a
12
walk.
years old,
About 15
chilling
minutes
on the
after
beach
beginning
at
to
Dubai?
scroll
When the
about
cops
the
come or
street,
something, they'll be like, wait,
felt
where's
something
your pants at?
I was always naturally curious and adventurous. Dad had encouraged these traits, so I didn't even doubt. I began exploring further immediately. I began digging. There was something down there, and it looked like some kind of odd chest.
What is this?
It took me a long time to actually...
My dude's walking around the beach. He steps on something. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take off my shoes. Takes off his shoes. He starts digging away.
was
and finds
really
this.
stuck underneath the sand. It was this massive chest. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
All right, come on, bro.
It
You
looked
being
like
serious
something
right
that
now?
people found in adventure movies, not in real life. I was fascinated by the chest and wondered who might have left it behind there, buried in the middle of an exclusive beach in Dubai. At first, I thought it was probably empty.
Of course
because
he's
no one
finding
was
treasure
silly
chests
enough
in
to leave
Dubai.
a
That's
treasure chest
insane.
Filled with goods on a beach, no matter how well they hid it.
Illuminati
But it was
confirmed.
too heavy to be empty. So I began
Who
wondering,
opens a chest
could
like
it be
that?
that
It
I
looks
really
like a
just
dog crate or
discovered a hidden
something.
treasure?
Looks like a cat bag.
The chest wasn't locked, but it was really stuck.
Yo,
I had to
Timmy's
struggle
about to
for
find a
several
new
minutes to get
way
it open.
on how to invent
so hard
a
that I
lightsaber that's going to just go through the chest.
Something I trusted my gut instinct and kept on struggling until finally the chest opened up before my very eyes. I couldn't believe what I was looking at, filled with $100 bills.
Wait. So how did he open it? He walked away. He comes back and the chest opens. It's like the magical tooth fairy opening it up. Now, this is called a true story animation. So it's supposed to be based off a true story, bruh.
The other. There were so many just sitting there, waiting to be taken. Of course, my first thought was that it was all fake. The money had to be counterfeit or some kind of silly joke.
So there was like $60 million
Surely someone
inside of
placed
a
it there to
chest?
mess up with whoever found it.
That's not possible.
I would get all excited and then realize it was Monopoly money or something like that.
Bro, get
I
out
didn't
of
want
here.
to be
Who
fooled,
would bury
but I couldn't help but being
$60
hopeful
million?
that the treasure could actually be
Unless it's
real.
like some bad guys or
So
something.
I began examining the bills, and to my surprise,
Or is it
they
Frank?
really did look absolutely real. I could barely think straight.
Oh
My
my
heart
god,
was
this is
rushing,
ridiculous. You
and
know what? Everybody watching this video, most Tommy, comment down below. What would you do if you found a random chest in the middle of nowhere filled with $60 million? Would you take it to the lost and found? Would you keep it? Would you give away the money? What would you do with that money? Comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe, slap the bell, turn on those notifications. You've been absolutely crushing the like goals. Everyone's been sharing these videos with everyone they know, and it's been insane. Even our TikTok page at MooseCraft Live has been blown up with all the crazy reaction videos we've been posting on it. Hey Dad, I got a chest that's filled with $60 million.
So I decided I needed to be quick if I wanted to avoid my parents discovering what I had found on the beach. I hid the chest beneath the sand once more, but didn't bury it as deep as it had been before. I rushed back to my hotel room and grabbed the duffel bag. Running back to the beach, I immediately located the place I had left the chest at. No one was around now either, so I could dig it out again without anyone realizing what I was doing. I filled the bag with every single dollar in that chest. There were so many.
Dude,
I couldn't stop and count them right then and there.
You can't put $60
It would
million
take too
inside of
long.
a duffel bag.
I was so curious, so it was hard closing the bag and walking back to the hotel.
Well,
the following 2 days
bro.
of the trip were a nightmare. I had to pretend to be excited about everything still left to do.
This is insane, bro. So
suddenly
this
looked
little
eager
kid
to
is 12
return
years
home,
old, walking around
Dad
with a
would know
duffel
there was
bag full with
something
$60
wrong.
million,
I was
going
so
through
anxious to lock
TSA
myself
and
in
flying
the room
around in
and
a
finally
private
know
jet.
How much money I had found.
Sounds believable.
You can't even imagine how nervous I was on the trip back home.
Could you imagine?
I wondered
going
if
to the
someone would
airport,
notice
bro?
what I was
They're
carrying.
gonna see
in the
that
bag.
100%.
Would I get in trouble if they did? Would they believe my story or think I was committing a crime? Fortunately, no one asked me any questions or even gave the duffel bag a second look.
$60 million from?
I got home and immediately rushed into my room, locking the door behind me.
That's
It
it,
took
bro.
me
This kid,
forever to count all the
richest
money in the bag.
12-year-old out there.
It was amazing how much there was.
This
When I
dude
was
is
finally
crazy,
finished,
bro.
I realized I had over $60 million.
$60 million.
I was a literal multi-millionaire.
I'm
and I
gonna
was
buy
only
everything.
12
I'm
years
gonna
old.
buy an Xbox now.
My life had completely changed thanks to that amazing trip
And ever since
my decision
then,
to
I became a man. With $60 million, and I bought my school. And then I never went to school again. And I always got straight A's.
teach.
Ta-da!
I never told my mom and dad about any of it. I
didn't
pretended
tell your
everything was
mama
normal
and papa?
and hid the money using only
crazy.
what I needed. When I was old enough, I invested most of
Doesn't matter what kind of status you're at. Like, who lets their 12-year-old kid just randomly take a flight to Dubai at 12 years old and go chill on the beach and stay at a hotel room? First of all, you gotta be 18 to 21 years old to check into a hotel. And what? 12-year-old flying? That is crazy.
my father had taught
He's
me.
gonna invest
Mom
all
and dad
$60
will never
million.
know how I got to be one of the richest men in the country, and I can never tell them
This
the
is
truth.
crazy, bro. What?
They are proud of me, and I donate a part of my profits every year. I think it's the least I can do.
Amazing.
I was incredibly lucky, so I need to help those
That
who aren't
is
as
definitely
fortunate.
insane.
Thanks for watching.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. $60 million at 12 years old. Just simply grab a Monopoly board. That's going to be your brand new map. Go ahead and choose a random location all around the world. Let's choose Dubai. And follow that Monopoly map and it will lead you to a random chest full of $60 million. I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow. Always keep it 100. Get some fun. Wish you want merch at MooseCraft.com. Use code TikTok for 10% off and peace out. And let me know, do you want to see another one of these kind of reaction videos? Because we'll make it happen. Comment down below, join the Discord, suggest some TikTok videos over on the Discord page, go over to the TikTok submission tab after you've done the verification process, and send us some crazy reaction videos and we'll give you a shout out. Peace.